I know what you're thinking. Kira, why are you sitting here in your favorite gym outfit with your iPad that you never charge? So, fun fact. I just did an Instagram live to oh my gosh, test it out, thinking that I would be able to download the video afterwards. Couldn't figure it out. Fine. It was like, you can share it as a reel. And I was like, oh, you can download reels. You cannot download, or maybe you can, and I just don't know how to do it. But I could not figure that out. And when I went on my other page to maybe downloaded it that way, it also didn't work. So here we are. I just want to talk to you a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to try to keep these videos between 15 and 20 minutes. Because while I could talk all day, if I really want you to watch it, I suppose I have to make them watchable. I don't know. That may be the word for it, but maybe it's not. The setting will change next time because I am actually moving again to a different location. So while I really like this setup because it's a lamp and you can see me very clearly, I don't look pale. That also might be because the sun is out and I'm getting my melanin back, but whatever. I had an idea the other day and I wanted to share it with you. One, to broadcast it, because hear ye. But also just to talk about the why. Why do my nonprofit? So this video originally was supposed to be the who, what, when, where, why. So we'll do that, and then I'll tell you about this cute little thing I'm doing. And hopefully you can tell your friends, and your friends' friends, and your friends' friends' friends, so that they can get something for their kids for free. So, who? Hi. I'm Akira. Out here repping it for the... No, I'm not. I was going to say it's repping it for the 757. And we have a love-hate relationship. I'm basically from there because I kind of grew up there for the majority of my life. I was born in Jersey. Can't tell you too much about the place. Moved out of there. Lived in Brooklyn for a little while. So I kind of rep New York. I was repping New York for a while because I don't like the 757. But it is what it is, you know. I went wherever my grandmother took me. So what can you say? But I'm the hoop. I am sort of a psychology major person. I will either be finishing my degree in developmental psychology, or I will be finishing my degree in child and adolescent psychology. Who knows what could happen? Kira doesn't have the funds to actually finish right now, so we're just gonna figure that out eventually. But I am obsessed with children. I love children. Children encompass every aspect of my life. My 9 to 5 is dealing with children. I love it. I genuinely love kids. I don't have any of my own. Will I? I don't know. I find it hard to find someone to want to repopulate with. My philosophy on kids is if you give them the opportunity, they can do anything. They can. And I truly believe that. I was given opportunities, and that's why I am as successful as I am today as a well-rounded individual. And if I can provide that to someone else, I would like to. So I'm the who. What? Bell Peppers Incorporated. I wish there was a way for me to just but I haven't figured that out yet. But Bell Peppers Incorporated. It's been in the works. It was a thing back, we're 3 years old. Even though I only got my nonprofit paperwork last year, we're 3 years old. I was doing this because when I was in school, and I've only told this story once before, and I said I wouldn't tell it again, but I'm going to tell it again anyway. Why? Because it's on my page. But some time ago, when I was still attending George Mason, I emailed every organization on campus. I emailed them, I DM'd them, I got in contact with every organization on George Mason's campus. And I was like, hey, how cool would it be if we were able to hold a competition, right? But a service competition. So like we weren't the people being rewarded, but like we would win. You know what I'm saying? So, my idea was books, because literacy. I was obsessed with literacy at the time. I was obsessed with literacy at the time because back in the day when I was a senior in high school, the schools around me were struggling. They were really struggling. They didn't have books. You know, they were struggling. The reading scores were low. And they were like, yeah, this is something that we could help. I couldn't help then, but I can help now. But I was like, yeah, you guys, you know, we could do like a book drive. Whichever organization collects the most books wins, and then we could make this an annual thing, because March is Literacy Month, and it's Read Across America Week, and you know it has all of that already in it. And I try to do stuff like that all the time, like incorporate it with like a national day and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so many people responded. And then you had a smaller amount that actually agreed to participate. And only one org participated. And they honestly just gave me books. Like they just had like 2 boxes of books to give me, and shout out them. Because I did not think that was going to happen. And even though it was only like 300-ish books that we collected, and I just say we because I did do it with my my specific org on campus. So, you know, that was the first time I dipped my fingers in it. You know, I had people going like, oh, your expectations are too high. I don't think my expectations were too high. I think I just knew that there was more work to be done, and we wasn't going to stop. And not that I wouldn't celebrate my 300 books, but, oh, you should be happy with 300 books. No. I'm happy for what we received, for sure. But this isn't like, oh, be content, you're good. Like, if we did 300 books again, like, it'd be okay. No. I'm taking this opportunity, and I'm going to shoot for the stars. Because if you shoot for the moon, you aim in the stars type stuff. Yeah, that's me. Bigger, better, best. I feel like that was the motto for one of my schools, my public schools, but I could be wrong. I'm not usually though, so. But, okay, who, what? No, I think I just did why. Okay, so that was the why. Why did I start that? That was the why. We're just gonna do it that way. That was the why. We're actually gonna continue the why. So who, why, all of that in the past. So then, my grandmother, shout out Grams. I actually call her grandmother. No, nothing before, nothing after. Grandmother. She may or may not like that, actually. So, but that's grandmother. Many of the people I know her because that's grandmother. She's everyone's grandmother. She feeds you. She talks to you. She likes you. She nurtures you. But never get it confused. My grandmother. Likes to indulge Kira. Like she really, like I said, if you give kids the opportunity, they will. Grandmother gives me the opportunity, so I will. So grandmother believes in me, and I run these things past her, and she's like, yeah, go for it. And so the next time we got more books, and the next time we got more books, and the next time we got more books. I had probably, again, touched between 5,000 and 6,000 books in the past 3 years. But then I got tired, you know? And I was like, I'm watching stuff happen, and I'm hearing people talk about people so nasty. Like on TikTok, it's always the kids can't read, and the kids are stupid, and blah, 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 blah. I don't like that. Because in order for society to be successful, you have to participate in your community. And my community was very small. My village consisted of my grandmother. Family members trickled down as I got older. But like if you ask me where my safe space was, it is with my grandmother. If you ask me as an adult, it was with my grandmother. But I want everyone to have a village. I don't know if I have a village. I honestly can't tell you. Again, my safe space is my grandmother, but I sometimes have this little thing in my head where I truly feel like people don't care. Like, I talk a lot, and I talk a lot to the people I know, the people I care about. But sometimes when I don't get the reaction or the feedback or like the urgency that I give, I can become a little self-doubting. Like, oh, she doesn't care. Oh, he doesn't care. Because in my mind, if you did, you'd want to help. And with as many times as I gap about this, people don't offer to help. But I recognize that's a me problem. I like this stuff. And I find gratification in helping. I find gratification in giving someone something that they're going to remember for the rest of their life. So that's where I find my gratification. And that's my why. And I'm in here, like, swimwear. Because the sky's the limit. Again, community center. Right here. Maybe mobile, maybe we'll get some land, I don't know. But community center, right here. So, who, why, where? Everywhere. Coming to a city near you. And that's not true. Right now we are DM Virginia. DM Virginia, not to be confused with the DMV, because the DMV includes DC, Maryland, and Nova. DM Virginia. So 757 up. And I would like to branch out. I've done a little in the M. I've done a little in Maryland. I'd like to do more in Maryland. I have friends that are busy. So busy. And if you ever see this, I am talking about you. Not you, Kayla. I hate to name drop, but I am not talking about you, Kayla, because I feel like you'll watch this first before he does. So I'm not talking about you. But I have a friend in Maryland who has so many connections, but he's never home. So I do want to do more in Maryland. Because, Maryland. And then, like, I started in DC. My very first book drop-off was in DC. It was my best friend at the time. Shout out, twin. Don't know where you are. Miss you. But he was working there, and he was like, yeah, they need books terribly. And I gave them enough books to spread across to different, it was like a before and after school program, but I gave them enough books to spread across to different programs. And that's really what made me really happy about it. So, DM Virginia. I wish I could, like, visualize that. Like, if a D, a V, and then a D, an M, and then, like, a V just going all the way down. One day I'll have an animator in my corner. But until then, you can just visualize, we can visualize it together. Okay, so that's who, why, where. How? From viewers like you. Honestly speaking, out of my pocket. Out of my pocket, out of grandmother's pocket, out of anyone who else I can convince pocket. And then through my bubbling personality. I go to people, I hee, I ha. And somehow you like me and you give me stuff, or you allow me to go into your spaces and do what I do best. And I appreciate that. I really do. You really put a lot of trust in me. I really put a lot of trust in me, which is crazy. But here we are, 3 years later. But yeah, I'm hoping I do all of this the way I do it because I do not want rules. I know that a lot of people have been encouraging me to sign up for grants. With grants come rules, especially government grants, and I don't want rules. I'm sensitive about my stuff. So I'm trying to avoid anything that will interfere with the idea I have in my head, because we live in an interesting world, and I will put it like that, because that's another conversation for another day. But yes, so out of my pocket is basically what you could call this. So, who, what, where? Who, what, where? What did I just do? How? Oh, I did how, yes. So who, what, when, where, how? When? All the time. When? All the time. I go to sleep, bell peppers, bell peppers, bell peppers, bell peppers. I wake up, bell peppers. I go to work, bell peppers, bell peppers, bell peppers. I'm talking to, but all the time, generally speaking. If you move out of your house and you go, Kira, do I have some stuff for you? I'm coming to get it. I may be up to here in resources and I'm going to go all the way up to here because I always know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy. And there are a lot of areas to reach. So like I've been collecting clothes. It started out with baby clothes because I needed baby clothes for the baby shower. And now I have adult clothes. Like it's a slippery slope over here. So it's all the time. It's all the time. I eat, sleep, and breathe my work. Which I guess shows that I'm happy in it, despite all the setbacks, all the really down talk, because again, this is my baby. And I know that community work is not everyone's specialty, and we like to have assumptions about people and what they deserve. I don't care where you come from. You could have messed up 19 times and are currently working on your 20th, and I'm still going to give you the shirt off my back because at the end of the day, they feed people in prison. You are still required to eat, sleep, and live. So why don't you deserve a chance? But so the other day, give you a little sneak peek like they do in the episodes, like when they give you like a little what to expect from the next episode. I'm working on the thing, right? Love children. I am putting together some kindergarten readiness kits. They're gonna be called little pepper packs. And inside will be things to get you ready for kindergarten. To get your little pepper ready for kindergarten. And I'm very excited about it. It's coming together very nicely. And by very nicely, I mean I just started. And I'm working on the workbook right now. Like I'm ecstatic. Like I can't wait to get it to you. But yeah, I would show you, but I'm gonna hold that. I know Beyonce said don't talk about it, but she also tried to charge me $500 to go see her this time, so I'm not going to see her this time. So that means Beyonce's not always right. That being said, I will show you next time. And I'm gonna try to keep this up because I really like the space to talk. So Tuesdays, Thursdays? I think Tuesdays, Thursdays. 26 is really bringing out a lot in me. I'm really exercising my free will, so. Oh, I'll see you when I see ya.